So, hey guys, what is up? And today I'm going to be teaching you how to build a basic tower. So, let me just switch back into the lovely first person view and let's get on with it. So, I'm currently working on this map for me, my brother, or brothers, should I say, to have like a battle. So, I've already done my tower. I've made this nice little wall going round. There's a pathway that goes somewhere like this, and then around this tree, through the forest, and then into the front of my base, which for some reason is this side. And then, like, I've just prepared it for survival mode, because on Pocket Edition you can't transfer anything over. I've just put iron, the stone that I need, the wood, and just enchantment table, and that's up here. And then I set my living quarters, which is like, well, the basics really. I don't even need a bed probably, because, well, we're on survival and we're going to be like fighting each other, so yeah. Hang on, does this fence have a bookshelf on it? Oh, I don't know what that's about. But yeah, so let's go off to this way. I mean, you might have seen like a fire in the birchwood forest over here. This is part of the path. There's a path here, like all here, that leads around and then into here. This is just like a shrine sort of thing with, like, I've used redstone to make it look like blood, and like a heavily damaged anvil for like an altar. I might put some like slabs or something around that later, and I'm working on this like quite rickety bridge with like holes in and things like that. I'm doing it for like a fantasy map, but this is where we're going to be building the tower. So as you can see, I've laid it out with podzol, and what I like to do for, like, well, all of my towers is I like to have the bottom layer really of mossy cobblestone or mossy stone brick. On the tower that I just showed you, I didn't know, I just used cobblestone to make it look like the bottom's more clean, and then as you go up the tower it's being less used, so it's just got a bit overgrown. But yeah, I'm just gonna quickly start filling out the bottom layer, and this is gonna be the tower for, well, I don't know, either like a mage tower or something. I'm not sure how tall I'm gonna build it yet, so yeah, I might do it just 2 or 3 floors, or I might do 8 or 9 floors. I really don't know yet. It all depends how it looks. This is one of the bigger towers that I built so far. So now I need to get rid of the puzzle to make it look like it's actually in the ground. Because, you know, you don't want your tower just floating on some dirt. You know, you want it to be like right down as far as it will go into the ground, without actually having to dig anything up. So all I'm doing here is I'm just quickly, you know, filling in the gap so that it's not floating on a pile of dirt, really, because you don't really want a tower with, well, like, no, I don't know what the word is, the bit under your house, not like a basement, but my mind is blank today. I really don't know what the word is. So what I'm actually doing on this one as well, I'm actually building it over a lake. So I suppose you could have like a secret exit or entrance underneath, which actually I might do that. So I might just, you know, knock out a few blocks here. And yeah, my tablet's a bit glitchy as well with my brother's, as you may have seen. Wait, no, you wouldn't have seen my last video, but he gets problems where he gets constant world holes, and if he tries to walk into them, they just don't reappear. They just stay down. And why can't I go through here? Oh, I know why. I need a bucket of water, which is here, to just fill up this area, so there's no water dragging me back out. So then, yeah, you could have like a secret bit under your floor with like a ladder just here or something. Oh, I'm crouching. So you could have like a ladder like just there, which would come up in, not exactly the middle, but to a side on the tower. So this tower's going to be quite hard for me to build because I usually do it on a flat land, so I don't know, I'll probably flatten out the floor and then replace the entire floor with cobblestone. Just plain cobblestone, or, but no, I'll use stone brick. because it looks nicer, it's cleaner. Because, I mean, I don't want the towers to look unused, but I don't want them to look like they're being used all the time either. So, you know, there may be bits of, like, mossy stone, like, here and there, so what I'll do, like there, see, I'll just whack in, because I accidentally destroyed that piece, I'll just kind of fill it in. Yeah, I am. I'm going to make this floor flat just so it's easier for me to work with. And I'll replace those stairs later. So, yeah, I'm going to quickly go and do that, and then, well, I'll kind of like restart the video when I've done that, so, yep. Right then, guys, we are back, I think. I hope this is recording. And what I've done, I've just laid out like a rough floor, because what I'm going to do is, as I said, it's going to be quite a messy floor. There's going to be like mossy in between bricks. It's going to be quite a roughly built, quite a dirty tower. So I'm just filling the floor, and I had some issues with like the water, and it leaked out everywhere, so I had to lower it, and then I built this little bit around it just to neaten it up. So you could put like a cauldron or a fire over that or something, or just use it as a way in. Then again, I'm just gonna build a rough wall like that, and then just whack in some cracked stone brick this time as well. Still leaving some gaps, and then the gaps that I've left there is where these regular stone brick ones will go. But I mean, when I build a tower, I do make it just quite messy, and I do leave a lot of gaps so that I am able to add these different bricks. So you can't really plan it, you just kind of need to do it quite messy, and then just add the rest in after, really. So like, even now, I'm trying to get this up to the same level, but I'm still not that bothered about tidying it up, because it doesn't need to look tidy. I mean, I want to make quite a rustic looking thing. So like here, I mean, yes, I've used all mossy stone bricks. I might actually have to change some of this on the T, like the T bits there, just there, the T's. But then with the wall, I've placed it quite roughly, and then I've gone over it, just like with what I'm doing with the bridge. I place bits randomly, and then I'm slowly going over the bridge and layering it, like piece by piece. I can't just build it straight up like this in the path. I've placed bits, but then there's grass and things in the middle of it, so it's like broken, it's old, it's not as good as it would have been when it was built. But what I'm actually planning to do with this tower, because of how big I've built it, is I don't know whether it's the right thing to do, but I might, and well, I say might, I am going to build another wall inside it, so that the door like stands out more. So that inside here, I'll do it now. There will just be like another wall like this. So this bit all here is actually going to be like a secondary wall inside the tower. So it makes the tower slightly smaller, but that's not a problem really when you think about it, because you know, if you've got a huge tower, there's just more room for attack really. So I'll fill in under here as well. Sorry if you guys can't see the screen. Then yeah, I've left it so that there's a gap, and then just destroy this bit of dirt so you can still get in here. But again, that's like a flaw to the tower being so old. There's like a hole, and there's like flooding in it, and then yeah. So that's that done. So now with the door, I tend, because of like how the door looks, I tend to use spruce wood. No, that's not a door. I tend to use spruce wood doors. And the texture's wrong on that. There's a door handle on the top. Is that on all of them? No? Just this one? Is it just when it's this way? Yeah, it's just when it's that way. Okay, I'll put the door that way then. Get the doors in even more. And again, I'll get some cracked, I'll get some mossy, and then I'll get some normal. So that even from the front, if you were to just walk up to this tower and just see this, already it's like quite detailed, I suppose. Then what I'll do is that, and then I will just use some cobblestone slabs. They're not slabs, they're stairs. Just to kind of neaten up the door a little bit, and then it's just detail. I mean, if you guys watch Grion, I'll leave a link to like his channel in the description. I hope I don't get like copyrighted or sued for this. But yeah, he does a lot of like building and stuff like, well, like this. So like he does tutorials on how to build different animal pens. That was his most recent video. And yeah, a lot of this is quite helpful on there. So I would recommend going and checking him out if you haven't already. But now what I'm doing here, because like every tower, you need windows to shoot out of, or well, whatever you do with windows. If you're the kind of guy that just looks out at the scenery, you can look out at the scenery. But for me, because I'm making it into a battle map, I need like windows so I can like shoot out of with a bow. Because well, it wouldn't be a very good tower if I can't defend it and it just gets taken over like quite easily and quickly. That wouldn't be the best, really. And then again, I'm just gonna keep building up the tower around this. So yeah, the tower's just getting built up slowly. And what I might have to do, I'll do this as a 2-part video. So this will be the first part, and then the second part I will release hopefully straight after, because I have to keep watching out for my memory on my tablet. So I don't know. In fact, I will pause the video here and I'll go and check that. I think guys, we are back, and yeah, this is going to be a 2-part video because I have 500 megabytes left on my tablet, and when it comes down to it, that really just isn't a lot and doesn't really cut it for memory. So yeah, this will be at least a 2-part video, because I mean the size of the tower, it may even be a 3-part video. But what I'm mainly going to do here, I'm going to finish off like this floor of the tower, and then the inside wall, that'll be like where, so like the tower will just like come in a little bit, and then I really don't know how to describe it. So let me just finish this bit, and then yeah. Right, so there's that part of the tower laid out. So now all I'm going to do is, like this bit that was slightly inside here, this is where the second wall will be. So this outside wall we are just going to like leave behind, and we are going to move into this inside one. And then I'll maybe use slabs or something on the outside just to bring it in and neaten it up. And I don't know why I keep on saying neaten it up, because I mean, I'm trying to make the tower look old, so I suppose it's going to be quite rough around the edges. I mean, if you've played the tutorial maps on PlayStation and Xbox, I know it's definitely on PlayStation, but they've got like a huge cathedral, and there's like, all they've done is they've got like the stone. In fact, yeah, I might do this actually. What they did was they got like the where is it? Like the stone stairs, for example, because I've got a stone tower, and they would just do little bits like that, so that there's like bits of the wall broken away. And actually, I've never used this myself, but actually I think it looks quite nice. So I may even use it, but I can't use it just there because the other staircase is there. But then I may even choose to replace these, which I will replace these with the regular stone, like the regular stone stairs. And already it just gives the front a lot more character, because there's like bricks missing as if they've been taken away or fallen out over time. It just, well, yeah, it makes the tower look older and more how I want it, really. So again, but like because of how the texture's done, all of the bricks they like link up as they go around, so it fits in really well if you're using staircases to kind of like break up that space. But again, not near windows because like the stairs don't link up with it. I know the stone fences, it just doesn't work. So like on corners here and that, I might just pop in some more. So there's bricks missing there. Again, I'll do another one there. But you don't want to overdo it, like, because if you do it too much, it just looks out of place and wrong. So that might be it. That might be all I do, like on the bottom floor of the tower. Maybe I'll put one more there. Yeah, there's one piece missing out of that. And then for windows, a lot of people, I'll just quickly make a window frame inside here that's that high, and then people do like on castles and that, for like the slits where the archer would shoot out of, they would do something like this, and you can actually shoot, you can shoot through that space. I'm just a terrible aim. See, so you can actually shoot through that as well, which is really helpful if you want to make it harder for your enemies to, one, see you, and two, actually shoot you back. I don't want to do that. So yeah, I mean, you could use windows like that, but I'm not going to because, well, I've already got windows like this, and then I'd have to raise the floor by a slab, and then it just makes it a whole lot harder when you're trying to add ladders or stairs to go to a different floor. Personally, like on my other tower over there, I'm going to use I'm going to be using the ladders instead, because it just makes it easier for me to get up, because like in survival, if someone's coming up a ladder, it's easy to defend than a staircase. However, I mean, I don't know, I don't really want to blow this map up, but on the last video that is named technical difficulties, yeah, it's named that for a reason. There was another half of the video which I explained in the hill climb video that actually went missing. It was deleted from my tablet when the game crashed, and my tablet crashed because it ran out of memory. And yeah, so there's half of a video missing there. Why is this still 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's still 7. This tower's gonna take a while to become smaller. I can tell already. Yeah, this may take a while. So yeah, this would definitely be a 2-part video then, because I don't actually ever realise how long these towers take to build. Because I mean, I suppose I'm used to building them, but I mean, because just the sheer size of the towers, like this may be again 5 or 6 floors because of the size of the bottom bit. So like with the one over here, I mean, I've put like these trees so I know exactly where it is, and so that when we do the battle we know where we are just from following these bigger trees. But I mean, because of how like small and stubby the base was, I've got to make quite a small stubby tower. So the one over here, because like the base of the tower is bigger, it's like wider. It's it is. I don't know how to explain it. It is just bigger than the other one. So like I have to make the tower taller to compensate for the sheer size of it. So that's like having like, I don't know. So like you've got like a 4x4 house, but it's 20 blocks tall. It just wouldn't look right. Because think about it, it would be like unevenly balanced. So with like these towers, that's why I make them smaller as they go up, rather than just one big beam, like one big just cylindrical tower. That's why I bring it in slightly, like by 1 block, like I've done here with the slabs. Just, I mean, one, it gives the build more character, and two, really, it's just it looks better, because physics in the real world, obviously not in Minecraft, because in Minecraft, you know, I can just have a piece of stone like floating out here with no care in the world. But in the real world, obviously, that would fall. So I don't want the tower to look like it would be too top heavy. I'm trying to make it look more realistic, but at the same time quite rustic and yeah, different. But what I might do to this as well, I might actually go around in survival, and like actually go and add loot to chests and build like a little villages like in between the towers. But that'll take me ages, so I mean, I've noticed from a lot of YouTubers, once you build a rustic house, that's all anyone thinks you can do. So, I am going to build some rustic houses and see how good I am at them. Because, I don't know, I don't think I've ever built a rustic house. I mean, yeah, I've built some, but I won't say they're very good. So yeah, I shall build some rustic houses, and I will leave this video here because this is gonna have to be a two-part video because this house is gonna take way too long to build. So yeah, that's it for now, guys. It's been me, Jake Adow, and peace out.